Hello everybody, what is going on? Jimmy here, back with another video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, my friends, I have a little theory video for you all. So if you guys like these type of videos, don't forget to drop me a like on the video to let me know to make more of these, because I rarely do theory videos and I'm thinking about expanding them on the channel and doing more of them. But the thing is, I never know if anyone actually likes to watch them. So it would be very nice if you either left me a like or left me a comment or something just letting me know if you like these videos. If you don't, drop me a dislike so I know not to make them further. I just want to make sure people also like different types of stuff on the channel. I do a lot of, news videos. That's pretty much what I primarily do. And every once in a while, there's just not news to talk about. And you know what? Today, there really wasn't anything major to talk about. So, you know what? I figured I would just do a video about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Tomorrow, I have a video about Pokemon Legends Arceus you are not going to want to miss. So be sure to click the subscribe button. So now let's get into the video. So I personally do not think that we'll be seeing Breath of the Wild 2 this year. The reason why I say this, and the reason why I think that I'm right before I get into any of the details, I just want to prove why I think I'm right, is because look at the fact that Nintendo made an entire E3 booth basically all about Breath of the Wild in 2016. What year did it release? 2017. Now, keep in mind, I get that they showed Breath of the Wild off before at E3, but it wasn't anything like huge. Breath of the Wild 2, sorry, not Breath of the Wild. Yeah, they definitely went all out for Breath of the Wild. I'm saying Breath of the Wild 2. They showed off a little trailer, but it was nothing like extraordinary. It was literally just like a little trailer. It was not long enough to give us any idea of what the heck was actually going on. People were arguing about whether it was even Ganondorf in the trailer. Like, I thought for sure it was Ganondorf. I was like, of course it is. But people were arguing maybe it's not even Ganondorf in the video. I don't know. All I know is that seriously, Nintendo would probably have wanted to go all out last year if there was an E3, and I think because of that, this year, they're going to plan to go all out for Breath of the Wild 2 during their E3 presentation. We know for a fact that they're going to be at E3, and that's why I personally believe that this year they're going to go all out with it, and next year release Breath of the Wild 2 at the beginning of the year, kind of like how they still celebrated Mario's 35th anniversary at the beginning of this year. I guess March 31st was the ending date. So from last year to March 31st, they just kept celebrating Mario's anniversary. So if you think about it, I think that it makes a lot of sense that we're getting it earlier next year, because that's still considered quote unquote The Legend of Zelda's birthday or whatever, 35th anniversary. So I think it's definitely possible we see it the earlier part of next year. And also, everybody, you have to think about the fact that Pokemon Legends Arceus is also coming out early next year. Are those two games launch games for the Switch Pro? I think that's completely possible, and that's something a lot of people weren't really considering. Is Breath of the Wild 2 a launch game for the Switch Pro? I might actually make a whole separate video on that. I really haven't seen a lot of people talk about the subject, but I definitely think that it would be completely possible, and actually more likely than not, that Breath of the Wild 2 is a launch game for the Nintendo Switch Pro, and it will be taking full advantage of the hardware. And Nintendo's going to try to basically repeat what they did last time with the Switch, with Breath of the Wild 2 in the Switch Pro. And I think it's going to work. I really do. I think if they launch one of those limited edition, The Legend of Zelda Switch Pros, people would just go nuts for it. They'd be lining up to buy that thing. I mean, that'd be great. Hopefully the chip shortage by then is no longer a problem. But if it still is, you see these console manufacturers, they don't really seem to care. Honestly speaking, they really just don't care. So the thing is that they'll probably just release it anyways. We know Nvidia has DLSS 2.0 and all sorts of stuff in store for the Switch Pro most likely. So, I'm not really worried about it with power. I mean, people are talking that it could be up to as powerful as a mobile PlayStation 4 Pro, which is just absolutely incredible considering the fact that the PlayStation 4 Pro is not really a small console. And to take all that power with you would be great. Now, more than likely, it's just going to be as powerful as about a base PS4, but still, that's nothing to scoff at either. That's miles more powerful than the Nintendo Switch is right now. So basically, what I'm trying to say in this video is I think due to the fact when E3 lines up and when they'd want to hype people up for this game, they're not going to, in April right now, release the game in November with just a few months in between there. They're not going to do that. They're going to hype people up. They want people to know about the game before it comes out. I highly doubt Nintendo would do something like that, because truthfully speaking, I think that it's kind of stupid to sit there and release a game after you haven't even really showed people it for too long. I get you can argue it's technically been shown off since 2019, but I don't really count that little announcement trailer, because that was nothing more, honestly, than an announcement trailer. It was nothing like huge, it was nothing spectacular. It was very, very cool and hyped me up beyond belief. I'm not even going to pretend like it didn't. But to say it showed me anything to be excited for, to say it showed me anything to care about, not really. It just kind of got me excited at the idea of Zelda being a playable character which is most likely what's going to happen there. That'd be super fun to play with one of my friends and different things. I'm really looking forward to that. But overall, I really seriously don't think that we're getting Breath of the Wild 2 at the end of this year. I know I've made a ton of videos saying we're getting it this year, but the way this year's shaping up, we're almost to May, everybody, and we don't even know what Breath of the Wild 2 even looks like hardly at all. I just think it's stupid to sit here and think that we're going to get something when most likely we're not. If we have our expectations in line, then we will be surprised and we'll be happy when they are surpassed. But I don't want anybody getting all upset because they thought that this game was going to come out and then it ultimately does not end up coming out this year, because there's a very, very high chance, in my opinion, that we do not see it this year. I'd say that it's like a 95% guarantee that we're probably going to see it next year rather than this year. I really just don't think that there's enough time, and I think that Nintendo's going to try to blow it out at E3 this year and make it a super big deal. Hopefully, maybe even show off the Switch Pro at E3, who knows? I mean, that's another video I could make too. Anyways, like I said, let me know down below, drop me a like or dislike, letting me know if you like these type of theory videos. If you do not, I'm totally fine with that. I don't make them often, but I'd like to make them more often. But if no one wants to watch them, I understand that too. And I try to make videos that you guys like, and I also like to make, so I try to strike a balance, you know what I'm saying? So just let me know, like I said. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for all of your support and everything with growing the channel. I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Jimmy out of here. Thanks again, everybody.